on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Monica Rick. Congressional leaders seem to be on the same page about avoiding a federal shutdown after meeting with President Biden today at the White House. CBS's Linda Kenyon has a story.
They came out of the meeting saying they agree on one thing.
We are making good progress. We made it very clear. The Speaker said unequivocally he wants to avoid a government shutdown.
We believe that we can get to agreement on these issues and prevent a government shutdown, and that's our first responsibility.
But they also acknowledged issues remain. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said funding for Ukraine is critical. House Speaker Mike Johnson said the House will get to that in a timely manner.
Michigan voters are hitting primary polls today where Nikki Haley is still clutching to her presidential campaign. But some voters are rooting for her.
Nikki Haley is the one hope we have, if not just, electing somebody who either has no clarity, Joe Biden, or has no morality, like Donald Trump.
Haley is expected to lose this one, too. As for Democrats, there is an effort in Michigan by some groups to hold a protest vote. CBS's Aaron Navarro's in Detroit.
You have this movement to vote uncommitted, kind of a none-of-the-above option. And that's being pushed by Arab Americans, Muslim Americans, so progressive voters, younger voters, as a way to kind of protest President Biden's handling of the Israel-Hamas war.
President Biden said yesterday he expects to see a ceasefire deal by Monday. Democrats are blasting former President Trump on a new stance on reproductive rights.
Former President Trump appointed judges who do not support abortion rights to the U.S. Supreme Court. Now he says he wants to make it easier for families to have children, but Democratic Senator Tammy Duckworth isn't buying it.
Donald Trump suddenly supports IVF after crowing and taking credit for the fall of Roe v. Wade.
CBS's Allison Keyes reports she's introducing legislation to protect parents' rights after Alabama's controversial embryo ruling. It's another scorcher for parts of the country today. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson says at least 50 cities are expected to break records.
When we break records, usually we break them by a degree or two. In Madison, Wisconsin, we are going to break a record by 10 degrees today. They will get to 68 degrees. In Dallas, we will be knocking on the door with 90. They were well over 90 yesterday.
And Taylor Swift's officially bigger than the Beatles, at least on the Billboard charts. The pop star now has spent a total of 384 weeks in the top 10 of the Billboard 200, beating the Beatles' record for most weeks of any music act. Taylor actually beat the Fab Four by 2 weeks. This is CBS News.
That's today's news, I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 61 degrees in Dublin, California.